In a junior citizen event at London Zoo, the children are learning all about the underground from train driver Alan. In London, young people aged between 11 and 15 can travel free on buses and trams, and at a reduced rate on the underground. All you need is a Zip Oyster photocard, which you can apply for at the post office. The Oyster card works by touching it against the yellow Oyster card reader.
OK, what's the different ways of getting down to our platforms then? How do we get down there?
Escalator.
Escalator is one way.
Stairs.
Stairs.
Sometimes a lift.
Yeah, escalators, stairs, lift. Last year, boys and girls, unfortunately we had 380 injuries on escalators. One person unfortunately lost their life on an escalator.
One of the main causes of accidents on escalators is untied shoelaces. So always make sure you've tied your laces properly before you get on an escalator.
OK, when we get onto an escalator, where do we stand? Can anyone tell me?
It depends which side you're standing on.
No, where do we stand? Oh, on the right-hand side, correct. We stand on the right-hand side, whether we're going up an escalator or we're going down an escalator. We always stand on the right-hand side. OK, let's go onto our platform now, shall we? Using the correct side of the escalator.
The children climb on board the special vehicle which has been designed to look like a tube station.
Okay,
the first things Alan points out are the markings on the platform.
One that we've got here is for blind people. Have you seen them with a white stick they use? They can feel that raised edge and it tells them there's a drop just ahead of them. OK, you've all seen this yellow line, haven't you, on the platform? It's a guideline for your safety. OK, you could stand here just behind the yellow line, I wouldn't. What could happen with about 400 people behind me on a platform on a Monday morning? What could happen?
Someone can push you when the train comes.
That's right. Someone could accidentally knock into me and I'm going to go down there. Two big dangers down there are electricity and trains.
Underground trains run on thousands of amps of electricity, and falling onto the rails would be fatal.
Let's move on to the next line here. White line. It's the very edge of the platform. Put your fingers on your nose, please. OK. Lift your finger off 2.5 centimetres. Keep it there as I'm talking to you. OK, if you're standing on that white line waiting to get on a train, that's how close a 250-tonne train will be to your head.
So, you should always stand well back on a platform when you're waiting for a train. Next, the children have to guess how many of the 4 rails on a tube line carry electricity.
How do you think? 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. You all going to say the same? 2.
4.
4. No, there's only 4 rails.
3.
3. This young lady has the correct answer. All 4 rails carry electricity. Even the silver rails that carry the wheels of the train, they have electricity running through them as well. I'll give you an idea about the power of electricity. When you go home tonight after you've done your homework, you might want to watch television. Once you switch on your television set, you're using 13 amps of electricity. 13 amps, that's a measurement of electricity. Okay? How many amps of electricity runs through our underground track? Have a guess.
100.
100.
250.
250.
300.
300.
450.
350.
400.
400.
1,000.
1,000.
400.
400.
2,000.
2,000. This young lady is the nearest. It's actually 6,000 amps of electricity runs through that underground track.
It takes less than 1 amp of electricity to stop your heart. So imagine what 6,000 amps could do.
Now listen to me. Do not ever go down onto that track for anything. Do you hear me? Don't ever go down there. What could you do if you dropped your school bag down there onto the track? What could you do to get back? What could you do though to get it? What could you use?
If there's riddles or help point.
A help point, that's right, yeah.
Every tube station has several help points where you can call for assistance in an emergency.
Young man, can you press the button? That's it. That will contact the office upstairs and a member of staff will talk to you out of here. And you'll tell them that you've just dropped your bag down onto the track. OK, please, again, do not ever go down onto that track. Right, OK. Who's heard of that word graffiti?
Alan also has word of warning about graffiti.
Do not do graffiti on the underground. It costs London Underground £25 million a year to clean up all their stations and trains. That's a lot of money, isn't it? Some people think it's smart to spray these trains up. They have to be acid washed. Also, they think it's wise to scratch their names on these windows. These windows are over £1,000 each to be replaced. Laminated glass. It's very expensive. So please do not graffiti on the underground, OK?
There are lots of cameras all over tube stations recording everything that's happening.
If you're caught doing graffiti, you get a criminal record. What do you think's going to happen when you go to get a job, when you leave school? What's going to happen?
They're not going to give you a job.
That's right, they're not going to give you a job, are they?
The tube is a brilliant way to get around the city, but make sure you always follow Alan's safety advice when you use it.